Hurt people do hurt people. Here's the thing. Most people don't know they hurt.
There's definitely something strange going on.
And reports of flammable...
Bro, this is crazy.
Harry, get a picture! Ready, get a picture! Ready?
Good, it's about to fall on top of us.
See it! Guys, oh my gosh! What is this? Are we gonna fucking die? Look up at me, Melissa. Right there! Right here! Shane, what is that?
That's how the burn of the atmosphere is what that is.
That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Oh my god, I gotta FaceTime one of my
That is 100% something burning up the atmosphere.
That's
Space-
wild,
space
man.
junk
I
or
have
something.
never seen.
That's the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I got awesome,
Guys,
man.
look at the sky now! Guys, pictures of that. Look at this. I'm getting lost. Someone's gotta be down here to tell us, but they don't look good, just the stuff.
Oh my god, are we gonna have another Roswell incident except it's in Mar-a-Lago now? Man, this is crazy. So like something broke up in the atmosphere. At first I was like, maybe it's skydivers just like with flares on, but no way. The first shot of it appears to be like something that's been broken up. Maybe they shot one of the drones down finally and then... Sorry. Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, I got some more weird, strange, disturbing, scary, all the things for you page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
This changes everything about 5D. Did you know that 5D is not like a location that you get to that already exists? Like you can drive to the mountains because it exists already. 5D is not a location that exists that we are waiting to get to. Are you ready? Are you ready? 5D, we are literally creating with our thoughts. We are literally creating that space with our minds. And the reason why it's happening now is because we've just experienced, for the first time in humanity, this mass spiritual awakening. Okay? I've been reading this book about quantum theory, Moving Through Parallel Worlds by Kevin L. Michelle. It's so good. And in it, he explains from quantum theory standpoint that we create our reality with our thoughts, right? Duh, we know this. That book merges the science with spirituality. And he explains in there how we're literally creating this 5D state with our minds. That's why we are nearing that split of the 3D to the 5D. It hasn't existed before. It's not that we weren't ready for it. I mean, we weren't because we haven't created it yet, but we are literally creating it. And when enough people are living in here in 5D, it will tip the scales quite literally so that those who match with 5D can physically enter the 5D space. We are creating the physical 5D space with our minds. Isn't that freaking wild?
All right. Pardon my ignorance here, but I feel like all the dimensions exist, all levels, not just 5D, 7D, 10D, 420D, all the Ds, all right? All the Ds, all right? Ds? Yeah, Ds. Oh, boy. All right. We'll see. Time will only tell. They keep telling me we're going to ascend. I'm ready. Are you ready? We're ready.
This just in, reports of flammable snow.
People say this is regular snow. Yeah, that's fire. I'm throwing freaking snowballs at it.
Okay, this is crazy. If you have any footage of this happening, please send it my way. Thanks.
Goons, I have come to accept the snow in my timeline for quite some years now. I always get videos like this. They light the snow on fire. The snow doesn't melt. Hey, all these things. Also, Doritos make good fire starters too, in case you ever need a fire starter. Just like the snow, you never know. All right, we're going to keep it going.
Okay. Now, some of you have asked for more money, for example. When you ask for anything, you manifest the opposite of it just to get the clarity. Okay? It's like if you really want to have a clean house, you'll manifest something dirty in your house because you'll want that consciousness is a wave. It's a sine wave. It goes down and then up. So you'll manifest the opposite of what you prefer so you can get good with it. Once you get good with that, now you realize that it wasn't that big a deal. Now you're right next to the thing that you asked for. So for those of you on the money journey, if you manifested a moment with the apparency of less money, what you're probably realizing, and if you can, it's better if you ask for yourself and receive what it is that your soul wants you to receive.
Okay, yeah, I like the message.
Y'all have no idea how much is being fed in this one picture. I'm about to give y'all an occultic ride that most people aren't even aware of. So 2 major things point out to me when I look at this picture. 1, major occultism. Why? What is she holding? And we'll come back to black magic in a minute because it all fits together. What she's holding is a jester, and you may not know how symbolically powerful the jester is. In the highest rank of occultism, you'll find the Royal Order of Jesters. I can't say too much on this, so just Google Royal Order of Jesters. But why the jester? The jester is the only figure that could deliver bad news to the king, but they also entertained the king. Entertainers, if you will. They were basically second in command to the monarch. And they were to entertain the guests at the royal court, but they did so much more than that. And they're doing the same thing today. So with her holding a jester, let's see what the jesters do in detail. Song, music, storytelling, actors, musicians, etc. But also performing magic tricks or just magic. So they are elite entertainers that entertain the most powerful. But remember how we're talking about magic. Her new look is really starting to remind me of something. Something like this. High-class witches and warlocks are literally a servant to a demon. And what would you guess the deepest, darkest thoughts of a demon are? Their physical appearance does change because one of their habits. So they are being awarded a jester, partaking in every form of the jester. Entertaining the highest societies of this world. But who is the god of this world? Oh, what is this? Another award? Look at the staff it's holding. That reminds me of something. Oh yeah, that's right. The same staff right here. The same staff is right here. Again, for the god of this world. And again, the god of this world. The world is exactly the same as when we had kings and queens and they had serfs and we would live on the king's land. We live on the king's land because we pay taxes on what we own. The only difference now is the jesters don't just entertain the king, they entertain the masses and drive all the masses to the god of this world. It's quite literally the best story ever told.
I never knew this history nor background, but I definitely can understand that, the kings and the queens have changed to now townships and stateships that reside, or country ships that now we all pay taxes to. Yeah, it's changed. It's changed, but it all still exists. All the systems were made to make us feel inferior.
Would put this out like this, and then you would bring it closer, and then what it would do is as you hit the right spot, it would make everything 3D, and you could see, this was my little gift I picked up for the birthday. This gives us a different side. So I like to see history from every angle. And what this is called a stereoscope. This was very popular in about the 1900s. This would make all photos 3D. So when you think about those virtual reality headsets and meta glasses and everything that they're trying to give the people, we already had 3D back in 1901. And what you would do is you would put the stereoscope onto the eyes, and then you would bring it closer. And then what it would do is as you hit the right spot, it would make everything 3D, and you could see the pictures perfectly. When I'm showing pictures of the old world and the old world buildings, there are things which have been removed out of pictures. The stereoscope images, like this, are 2 images side by side so that when your eyes join together, you see perfectly 3D. This also is used to train your eyes.
Wait, train our eyes to do what? Why did they always end the videos without fully explaining the things? Damn it. Freaking shorts and their time stops and all that. All right, so interesting. I definitely feel like he's figuring out the things, and the things are they're hiding all the things. They're hiding all the things. They hide them with floods. They hide them with resets. They hide them with fire. Don't come after me. Hey, you made it to this point. According to YouTube, you know the things. You're a goon. Yeah, we keep going over this, but it seems like you don't get it, do you? You don't get it. We're trying to find the other goons. We're trying to grow in this algorithm that is YouTube and other platforms such as Rumble that we're also on in case YouTube takes us down, because they have before. But hey, you're a goon. You need to do the goon things. This is the time. Do them now. Interact with the video. Help us find other goons that are also out there lost and don't know that there is a place where they can explore and they won't be judged and they can say all the things, do the things, interact. All right, thanks. Let's keep it going.
Oh. Somebody tell me. I'm coming out in my backyard. Somebody tell me what that is. Hold on. It's some kind of a light in the sky. Or I don't know what that is. It's going ham, whatever it is. A drone or something? Ain't no flipping way that's a drone, man.
100%. I feel like you're seeing the things beyond the firmament and someone shaking the globe. That's what's happening. The snow globe is being shaken. Oh boy. No way they shot down a drone. I will wait. The first video. Oh my God. Imagine it's the same. Is this in Florida? Where was this?
I've had Indians come to me and tell me that the records are on big crystals. Now, what does a little crystal chip, computer chip, consist of? You put it in a computer, and it holds 50 books.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Well, the Indians are now saying that these computer concept, the ancient civilization already had that. And it was all lost. And we're just getting back to where we were before the destruction. If these records are in fact crystals, then we got eons of time. And those crystals, according to Indian legend, you cannot get by the crystals because they have such powerful energy coming off of them.
Man, that is actually really interesting thought, because I've even heard this for quartz crystals, that you can store data on quartz stones. So if that's true, then in theory, if those crystal skulls, in theory, there could be data in there. Then we just need to find the right machine that can finally interpret the data and tell us all the things. Maybe it'll be that Willow chip that Google got. We got to get them a crystal skull. How do we get it to them?
Dr. Steven Greer, who's a UFO researcher and whistleblower, just posted a video today saying that in the next 72 hours, something big is going to happen. Let me just show you that video.
We have a group of people who are in the process in the next 72 hours or so who will be coming forward with a great deal of information and evidence related to the UFO and NHI or extraterrestrial issue.
Well, okay then. We'll know if something happens in the next 3 days. Dr. Greer wrote the book and made the documentary Unacknowledged about the whole UFO situation. Hopefully, within 3 days or so, we'll get some information on this whole deal. Okay, Booshkis, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo!
Wait, the last few images there were TR-3Bs. That's just man-made. We did that. Regardless, maybe we did that mimicking some other tech that we found, and that's why we were trying to... Sorry, Sparlin. Dr. Greer, it's 50-50 with them. Used to believe him a lot more than 50-50, but now I'm like 50-50. Probably nothing's gonna happen. That's my feeling. But hey, I could be wrong, and in the next 3 days, we're gonna be awakened, and then boom, we're under invasion of an... Sorry.
Bro, this is crazy. That's the way to get in there. Oh, bro, we about to talk about it. We're about to talk about it, bro. I want to get to one part. Look at that. Let's talk about it.
First of all, my name French Dose, man. I do this for educational and entertaining purposes only. And this is the proof right here to where you know that aliens are in the ocean. There's portals in the ocean. There's lost lands, right? And cities that are in the ocean because the portals that are down there deep in the ocean, bro. Let's take another look. Look at that, bro. How did that get there? How did that get there, man? Let's take another look. Bro, that look like a hallway somewhere. The aliens that can breathe underwater, right? Or wherever they come from, or however this works. They was living out here. They was living out here.
Man, 100%. The aquafarians could be the things. The aliens the water could be the things. There could be many things. We aren't doing enough investigating or exploring. Oh my God. We need to get the submarine that's going to be able to explore all the ocean floors, and then we'll know. We'll be able to map everything out, and then anytime anything gets lost in the ocean, we already know. But no, they're too busy putting all that stuff in the sky and then trying to make us... Sorry. They need to be putting it into the ocean so that way we can... No! Wait! They're already putting stuff into... I'm spiraling.
I think Billy Carson would find this particular crystal skull very interesting. I'd like to contact Forbidden Knowledge. If you can connect, I have the Tree of Life on the side of this spectacular Lumerian quartz. Actually, it's supercritical crystal skull. And this is raw. I have skulls with Thoth, Osiris, Isis, Anubis, just to name a few. So, get this to Billy Carson, Forbidden Knowledge. We have Persis. We have the whole scoop from Mexico. This is a massive discovery, an absolutely phenomenal discovery, and I believe this is going to be bigger than Egypt. Trust me.
I have a feeling Egypt is probably involved in all of this. But regardless, yeah, Billy Carson could be the guy. But maybe we should kind of get this over to the Willow chip so that way it can find out if there's actually data being stored on that crystal and then interpret. Yeah, I'm spiraling. I've been watching too many things now. I just want to find out the data. Oh my God, it could be like the crystal skulls from Indiana Jones. Have you seen that? Oh my God, we're going to go on a treasure hunt just like National
There's definitely something strange going on with this bear. It's at a zoo. It's not running around. It's not swimming. It's not even skeet-scatting and shab-dabbing. It's just standing on its hind legs. And now it's waving at people. What kind of bear is this? Now some people might think that's a guy in a costume. Or maybe that bear just evolved to where he's drinking lattes and checking his Instagram. I don't know. The world's getting stranger every day, Booskies. Shabadoo.
All right, either that is a guy in a bear costume or the bears truly are evolving like he said. But that also means that Winnie the Pooh can finally come back. All we need to do is put a red shirt on him and we create or recreate Winnie the Pooh. Oh man, I'm ready for this.
This is a photo taken from a spacecraft orbiting Mars. This is the surface of Mars. Mars has geysers, which are just jets of CO2 that erupt on the surface. And every spring it makes these really weird dark patches. They also make these scars in the shape of spiders, I guess. These are paths carved by flowing gas. Now look at this photo. These are sand dunes on Mars surrounded by frost. Then when it gets warmer, the frost melts. And then the sand dunes move because they're not frozen. This is the North Pole of Mars. Kinda gorgeous. This is the size of Texas. These spirals probably took millions of years to form. This is the South Pole. This ice is kilometers thick. And scientists think there might be a big, stable lake 1.5 kilometers underneath the surface here. See that? That's an avalanche on Mars that this spacecraft happened to take a photo of in time. This is like a 20-meter wide chunk of carbon dioxide frost. The ice started thawing in the Martian spring, and then this got loose. Anyway, Mars is weird and geologically complex.
I mean, I'm listening to this lady. I don't know who gave her these images, but these images feel, I don't know. That's what they say. Why weren't any of the pictures red? I thought Mars was red. They also tell us the Earth is blue from afar, and then you're like, but all the land and all the civilization is also green, right? Blue and green, right? It's a blue marble, right? Oh boy, no one ever says right anymore.
Oh, squishy tummy. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. He's got squishy tummy. It's my happy boy. He's already spoken for, so I'm sorry he's not available. I do sell blankets, but that's all in order. I don't actually just have kits in stock. They sell really fast. So if you're interested in some, oh, and I can do this too. Watch this. And he has armatures. Get your head up, boy. Say hi.
I don't even know. At this point, I hope the people that are buying these have the best intentions and are doing it for the right reasons, because it's in the wrong hands. But then again, maybe they'll stop people from... Never mind. Oh boy, this was just creepy. I was thinking of that movie, like Get Out. Have you ever seen that? Like somehow the lady hypnotizes the people and then like changes the minds. Man, this is like some weird Night of the Living dummy type thing. I imagine the thing said hi at the end. That would have been it. Oh boy.
Can someone explain to me when it became extreme for a woman to want to be a stay-at-home mom?
Divorced mom here. Got a dog now. Rescue dog. 2 kids. Rescue dog. I just want to speak to this. I love the thought of a woman being able to stay home and raise the home and raise the family and raise the kids. However, if I would have done that, I would have been in a very different position than I am now, because it would have been a different level of risk. You know what I'm saying? Women are now aware of so much more, and they want to be empowered. And I'm not speaking on what I believe in, I'm just speaking on the facts. Empowered financially to make their own decisions for themselves and their happiness, because not all people stay on the right path. That's all. Love you.
All right, yeah, I'm thinking this lady is speaking from her experience, and I feel, hey, whatever works for her, yeah, works for her. And it may not work for you, so if stay at home is not what you want to do, don't do it. If stay at home is what you want to do, find out a way that you can do it. And if it means, hey, you need to do less work, or you need to do some portion of work in order to do some trade-offs with that stay at home, that's what you need to do. Figure it out. No one's going to give you the solution. You figure it out and be selfish. Do all the things.
Oh my goodness, Felix Baumgartner's space jump. Wow, how amazing. He lied to everybody about the shape of the Earth. Now, how do I know that he lied? Well, I mean, you can tell just by watching the footage. Let's watch the footage of when Felix Baumgartner jumped out of that pod in outer space. What's interesting is when it shows him from inside the pod, and the doors open, and it shows a pretty flat horizon. Actually, not pretty flat, perfectly flat horizon. And then when they show the camera on the outside of the pod, it shows a super curved ball Earth. A spherical, massive curved Earth, which is weird because they go back and forth from camera footage to camera footage, and the camera, again, from the inside, which obviously wasn't a fisheye lens, shows the Earth pretty flat. You can see through the door, it shows it flat and level. But again, the other camera shows it really super curved. Weird. It's almost like you have to kind of play, which camera do you believe? Do you believe the fisheye lens or do you believe the normal lens? You know, do you believe Felix Baumgartner? Because he said it was so beautiful and so curved. He could see the curve. It was a ball. Yeah, I don't know. Not what the cameras show. Weird. But this is just for entertainment purposes only.
All right, I don't believe anyone else or anything, I just believe myself. But the only takeaway I have from this is, regardless of what and where you stand on this, is this guy needs to do a different style. I don't like the style where people are driving and recording. You know, hey, keep your eyes on the road. You can record the segment after you're done driving, all right? Really? Really? We already got to worry about cell phones. Now you're doing the... Oh, boy. Sorry. We're going to do 3 more.
Quick thought. You know how you heard the term or the phrase, hurt people. Well, it's deeper than that, because hurt people do hurt people. But here's the thing. Most people don't know they hurt. So the behavior you exhibiting, most of it is from hurt. If everybody experienced something in their life, right, and they meet somebody new, they're going to tell that somebody new, look, this is what I experienced in my life. I'm sensitive. I don't want to be hurt no more. I don't want to go through none of that stuff no more. They're speaking to somebody who already been hurt before too, and haven't learned how to deal with their hurt either. So the person you talk to can't give you a promise of not hurting you, because they already hurt too. Hurt people are going to continue to hurt people. So when you see these 2 people in these relationships and they hurting each other, they was hurt before they got into the relationships. Understand the relationship's not going to give you what you need. It's going to have to come from within. And the only way you can do that is to sit still and not be dating. Don't be around people. Stop hurting yourself so you can stop hurting other people.
I love this. Be selfish. Do all the things. Work on yourself before you find others or feeling like you need others. Let's figure out you first. And sometimes the other comes along in that journey, and then boom, relationship. Sorry, we're gonna do 2 more.
This is what's happening on the planet right now from a spiritual or ascension perspective. So right now, this is planet Earth. And what we are doing is we're going through a grand awakening on this planet. And what has happened is there are 6 waves of this process. There are 6 stages of it. The first stage brought about the fact that there is a higher consciousness available to all of us. They brought this consciousness in. Second wave came up to this consciousness and solidified it. They made it a permanent thing that can be accessed. The third wave started to create a bridge from this consciousness down to this earth. The fourth wave came in and they built the second part of this bridge down to the earth. So this is what the fourth wave did. This is what the third wave did. And in between here, there is this like middle ground that the fourth wave is hanging out on to call forward this fifth wave that is now going through their awakening. And this is the stage that we're in right now. We're in this fifth stage. And what this stage is there's all these tanglings of the systems that we have been caught in on this planet that have kept us controlled and beholden to them so that we couldn't be in our sovereignty and reach this higher consciousness. Now the fifth wave is being awakened through these systems trying to gain more control, cause more fear, cause more turmoil in the world so that we have falsified emotion and attached to these systems and think that we need them in.
We don't need the systems. The systems are made to make us feel inferior and keep us sheeple. That's exactly what the systems are doing. Oh, they'll just do all the things we tell them. Oh boy, there is no free choice in these systems. I'll tell you that. They're already predetermined. They already knew. Oh man, at first I thought this lady was like drawing a mushroom and then a reflection and then the two lines was just threw me off. All right, interesting. We'll see. What if it doesn't happen? What's that mean? Oh boy, you better be right. Better be right. We're gonna do one more.
If you draw a circle around Mercury, then all of the other planets' orbits will fit within geometric shapes as long as the lines touch. Knowing that, you can use one of these to calculate where the planets are. Mr. Kepler thought this until Newton came along and said these are elliptical orbits. The geometry isn't absolutely perfect, but that is a characteristic of nature, and there's a good reason for that. We try to describe these patterns as best we can, but it's like describing a 3D shape with a 2D drawing. It's not complete. We don't have the full perspective of it. Without it, we have to do our best to guess, and we can look at things like these metal balls in this magnetic field. In perfect conditions, they will self-organize into the perfect shapes. You can see this in water and cymatics as well. Cymatics is actually one of the best tools you can use to observe these patterns. Cymatics takes that energy and makes it 3D in a way, exposing the shadow. The expression of this sacred geometry is what you see and what you hear. Like music, your perception of this is within a range or an octave of the reality that you live in. As above, so below, patterns are the same. You know this because every cell in your body knows this. They follow these rules and then replicate that up into organs and systems and then your body as a whole. Those guys knew it, your grandparents knew it, but what we have done is trapped ourselves in these nightmare rectangles. They didn't have more time than you. They didn't have nothing else to do. You have nothing else to do. That's why you're on TikTok. I don't have to say this because your eyes.
Oh my god, the rectangles are also keeping our energy down versus the olden day structures. Oh my god, the cymatics guy's blowing my mind yet again. Oh wow, yeah, love this, love cymatics, do believe in that sacred geometry and things. Yeah, I think this is fair. Thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening us once again. Yes, all the things are able to be coming down to nature's own geometry. It's all been done. Sometimes it doesn't follow exact, but it's pretty darn close. Oh boy, guess what, goons? You made it to the end. I spiraled a little bit on these ones, but unfortunately, hopefully you didn't spiral, and only I did. Hey, guess what? We are doing better. It does appear that the goon interaction is helping. I do want to give a shout out to all the goons such as you that made it to this point. Hey, it's because of you that the channel is thriving. People like you that are coming back and watching every day. Thank you. Thank you for being you. I appreciate you. Triple G's out to you. I appreciate and love to all the goons, but it is definitely standing out and it is showing. You guys are definitely propelling me forward. I think now, at the time of recording, I'm still under 7K, but I believe when you guys see this, I may be around 7,000 subs, which is even crazier to even consider. I appreciate you guys. I don't even know any other words at this point. It's crazy how much we've grown in the past year and how much I believe this next year we're going to continue to grow, and eventually this algorithm won't be able to keep me down anymore. They'll be like, okay, fine, Teddy content to everybody. Thank you, goons. I appreciate you. Hey, listen, there should be videos on the screen right now. You can click on either one of them and continue the goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I appreciate you, goons, like anything. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wake up.